Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we are getting into something a little bit special, right? It's an unboxing for my Cosmic Tarot deck. I love this deck. I've been wanting this deck for quite some time, and so today I'm gonna do a quick unboxing just to let you know what it all is entailed. Let me just cut the plastic off. And we're going to go through this beautiful deck. Now, I do these unboxings in case I give away a deck, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be giving away one of these decks. So do watch out for that on my channel. I'll let you know in the videos. But for right now, today, it's just really about the unboxing, right? We're just going to look at the cards. I'm going to be starting to use this deck for some readings as well. I think I'm going to start using it for some of the monthly outlooks, just to switch things up from the usual Radiant Rider-Waite deck that I use, the traditional deck. I do love using different decks, but you know, I want to make sure that the decks I use for my readings are ones that, you know, appeal to my watchers, right? And I don't like to just like start bringing in so many different decks that people can't relate to the reading, right? So, but this deck I have been waiting for quite some time. So this is the Cosmic Tarot deck from Norbert Losch, German. And this is another reason why I love it so much. I myself am actually half German. My mother comes from Bavaria. I was born in Munich. And guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren, meine deutsche Brüder and sisters, Schwesters. So, you know, and I love it. So I always love, I love German creators of tarot decks. They're generally quite traditional. My knowledge, the craft of reading tarot, was handed to me by my German mother at a very young age. So it's close to my heart. And I love the very traditional sort of symbolism and imagery. So let's get right into it. It's a pretty traditional kind of normal box. Beautiful. The cards are covered in plastic, which I appreciate. And that's it. There's no booklet. Is there a booklet? Ah, there is. The booklet is in the plastic. And I just ordered really the card set. Now there is, I'm going to probably link a picture if I can. There is also the actual book and card set. And the book is like a quite substantial, you know, large sort of guidebook. And it's just a little bit more expensive. I just really needed to get the cards today. Just wanted to get the cards. Of course, I'm familiar with tarot that I don't really need to get the book just yet. I may get it later on. Okay, so the plastic is off. Lovely. Cosmic Tarot. So excited. All right, so, oh, look at that beautiful backing to the cards. So when you buy the cards, you just get the little booklet, right? There's always something there. So you get the little booklet with the little, you know, definitions, etc., etc., that you would normally get with all kind of cards. There's a few spreads in the back. And that's about it, I think. Maybe some, oh, Raven cards, Oracle. So maybe some other advertisements for other decks. And this is AGM, which is in fact a German print company for tarot cards. Have been printing tarot cards, I think now for nearly at least 60 or 70 years. My original tarot, here we go. My original soft deck is an AGM deck that I got in the early 90s now. So this deck has lasted me, I'm gonna say, for 30 years. You know, it's lasted me for 30 years, and look at the condition of it, and I use it for everything. It's a very, you know, traditional soft deck with, you know, that old kind of, you can hear the card stock, right? It's that, you know, this strong deck, right? They don't make them like this anymore, and this is an AGM, so I do like to get decks from AGM. So let's get right into it. Let's look at these beautiful cards. Yes, they're quite thin, I'm gonna say. But they're significant. They're good enough. They're just like the other cards that you get nowadays. Your first card, of course, is all about the creator, Norbert Losch, Aachen. Oh, he's from Aachen, Germany. Wow. Okay, very nice. So there we go. That's that. And then we have the guarantee from AGM. Right? They're located in Groomsrich, Königsfurt. Huh. Urania. UGM Urania. Okay. And here we go. So let's start off from the front. Just going to do a quick run through of the cards so you can see what we have. How should I do it? I do it like this. All right, we have the Fool, the Magician, High Priestess, Empress, Emperor, Hierophant, the Lovers, Chariot, Justice. So it's interesting. In this deck, Justice is the 8 card, right? Which is normally the Strength card in a traditional deck, right? So I imagine that Strength and Justice is switched, and that you will find a lot of decks do that. It's just because of a difference in, number theory and theology, that's all. The Hermit, beautiful. I just love the images on the decks as well because it's like they're so, I don't know, updated, accessible. Wheel of Fortune, Strength. And there you have Strength as the 11 card, okay? The Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, card for Sagittarius. Death was the card for Scorpio. The Devil, also the same card for Capricorn, Tower. Star, Moon, Sun, Judgment, World, Ace of Wands. Now we get into the suits. Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Maybe I should do it like this. 9 of Wands. That way it doesn't have to keep focusing, right? 10 of Wands. Princess of Wands. Prince of Wands. Queen of Wands. You got the King of Wands, Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, nice, 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Princess of Cups, Prince of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Now we have the swords. So, Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 5, 6, the 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. Look at that card, crazy. Princess of Swords, Prince of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Here we go. 2 of Pentacles change. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, Prince, Queen, beautiful, and King. Beautiful. Very, very nice deck. I go through it quick because we really just want to see the images, right? And then as soon as we see one, we want to see the next one. So let's get right into shuffling. Oh, these shuffle really nice. They shuffle really, really nice. They're a little bit new, of course. They're a little bit slippery, but AGM does do a quality cardstock. It's like, it's just soft enough to shuffle, right? But it's stiff enough that you feel like, you know, the cards are not gonna like bend up too much or fray up too much. Really, really nice. Wow. All right, so you shuffle them this way and shuffle them this way. Very nice. They shuffle like this very well. Oh, they feel really good in your hands. I love them. What can I say? Perfect size, traditional tarot size, of course. All right. Cutting the deck traditional ways. Now, for those of you who like to cut like very chaotically, you know, that whole like, I don't know, getting jumper cards. I've never, it's not something that I generally would do myself. Sometimes if a card falls out, I may take it, but I don't specifically shuffle so that cards jump out. But for those of you who do that, I don't know, you know, I guess you could, if you try hard enough, if you just like try hard enough and you're very chaotic with your shuffling, eventually cards will fall out. This is one of the reasons why I don't shuffle like that, because ultimately it's I don't know, it just has a lot of input from you actually. You know, the cards may pop out every now and again, but if you're actually concentrating on your cards and concentrating on the message, for me, I find a nice, clean, focused shuffle, you know, and then cutting with the left hand, the receiving hand, right? If you're right-handed, then your right hand is the dominant hand, and your left hand is the hand that the message comes into. It's your non-dominant hand. It's the hand that's not being, I want to say, hampered or tainted in some way by your ego, right? Your right hand, if you're right-handed, is the hand that you know, you have a lot of intention with, right? You move it, you have a lot of intention. This is why traditional tarot readers, you know, if they're right-handed, they will shuffle with their right hand and then they will cut the deck with their left hand, because the left hand being the receiving hand, being the most separate from sort of your conscious and your ego, is the one that receives the message. And so it's that hand that you want to cut with, right? This is another reason why I always found it interesting when people shuffle in this very chaotic way with the right hand, and to encourage cards to fall out, and then they perhaps, you know what I mean? It just seems like it's a very self-involved way of shuffling tarot, rather than the traditional way, which is all about, you know, shuffling the tarot while you're thinking about your question, and then allowing the spirit, the universe, to bring in your message, right, through the conduit, as it were. So these cards are very stiff. It's difficult to pick up that last card, but that's okay. You just work with it, right? Now, I've cut it several times doing my little spiel there about shuffling, and let's see what we've got. 10 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and 2 of Pentacles. Now, beautiful. Look how beautiful those cards are. The images really pop. If you like to do readings for people, if you're a reader and you want to get a deck, this is a great deck, because I feel like it's very traditional in a lot of ways, right? It's very typically German sort of artwork in a lot of ways. But it's also very up-to-date and very accessible for people nowadays, you know. It's understandable. It's relatable. 10 of Cups, of course, is completion. You have everything you need. You're in your garden. 7 of Wands, of course, is valor and moving forward, having to sort of really battle against a lot. And, of course, that's sort of in line with the theme that we're seeing there. There's a man there. He almost looks like he's, you know, doing one of those ole, you know. It's like he's ready to battle the bull, but in fact he's battling the other wands. And then, of course, we have 2 of Pentacles, which really indicates change and upheaval. And you can see that this person, and the figure on there, is really sort of tiptoeing through, you know, waters, shallow waters, making sure not to sort of step on anything dangerous. You can see that, right? He's being very careful. Why? Because there's a lot of upheaval. There's a lot of change right now with 2 of Pentacles. There's a lot of unsurety, and now's the time to be very, very careful, very strategic. I love the imagery on the deck, right? On the cards. They are in line with the traditional meanings of the cards. And there's nothing extremely out of the ordinary, but it's just a really nice way to look at it. King of Pentacles, there's the Devil. Nice. And then we have an Eight of Cups. So again, feels really nice to pull these cards. Eight of Cups, the Devil. I like the Devil imagery here. This is really cute. Look at this. So, like, there's so much that you can infer from that. You know, you can take a lot away, you know. This is the person who really sort of, you know, tries to look dapper on the surface, right? But, you know, they're trigger man, right? You know, what they truly want is people to be enslaved. There's more than just two people, so it's like you're not alone. There's plenty of people who get caught up. There's so much feeling out of this, right? And so this is why the symbolism is like you need to, of course, as a reader, you learn the cards. You need to really, really learn the cards, the traditional meanings, the traditional sort of symbols that we have on the cards and symbolism, the numbers, the association with certain energies, certainly elements, sometimes the zodiac, although astrology and tarot are not traditionally put together. That was only a 20th century construct. But for the most part, as a reader, you learn the cards, you learn the traditional cards, the traditional meanings, etc. And then you can move on. Now, this is a deck I think that even a beginner can use because a lot of the symbols and a lot of the imagery is still quite traditional. And it still has a lot of the traditional symbols on it, right? We have King of Pentacles. You can see in the corner there is the goat, Capricorn, right? So this is symbolic of Capricorn. Of course, Pentacles is associated with Earth. This is why whenever a Pentacle court card shows up, a lot of readers will say to you, oh, you may be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus, right? That's not because they feel that. That's because Pentacles are associated with Earth, and so they just tell you the 3 Earth signs. But you can also see in the symbolism of the card, the King of Pentacles in particular is associated with Capricorn and not any other Earth sign per se. So, again, you can be a beginner and use these cards and still get the same meanings and understandings out of them, right? I love it. It's a really nice deck. What can I say, you know? Okay, so if you're watching this is Bow and Arrow Tarot, just showing you a nice unboxing for the Cosmic Tarot deck, which I love so much. And hopefully you will see me using this deck in the monthly readings. And yeah, maybe I will give one of these away sometime soon. All right, guys. But for right now, I'm just going to say thank you for coming to Bow and Arrow Tarot and watching this beautiful unboxing for the Cosmic Tarot deck. All right, let's put it there like that. All right, guys. Bye-bye now.